before we welcome our first character, they're a bit shy. Can we clap 3 times to welcome them? 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go. Our first little creature has a little introduction. They say, I'm small and I love sweet things. I live in a big group called a colony and I come in black and red colors.
And
Ladybug.
Awesome. Okay, you guys are right.
Colony they don't.
We have Amy the ant. Amy says, hello, my name is Amy the ant. Nice to meet you. I am the youngest in my family and I love watching Peppa Pig. Can we all say hi to Amy?
Hi.
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 Like
Amy loves
Hi.
living in a ant hill with her big family. Amy is so proud that ants like her are small but mighty. She says we can lift things 50 times our weight. Wow. Her friends say we have 2 stomachs, one for ourselves and one to share food with our friends. One day, a little girl named Rosie comes home from school. She is so tired and she grabs a snack to eat. Any guesses on what she's eating, guys?
Cookie.
Awesome, that's right. She's eating a chocolate cookie. Rosie eats the cookie, but she doesn't realize that some of the cookie crumbs fall on the floor. Right then, Amy spots the crumbs. Oh, what luck! A cookie crumb! This will feed the colony for days. She quickly calls all her friends to help. Friends, come quick! We have a feast to carry home. Rosie looks up just then and sees that she is surrounded by ants. She rolls up a newspaper to hit them. Ants are gross! I'm going to get rid of them. Just then, Rosie's mom walks in and stops her. Rosie, stop. Wait a moment. But mom, it's stealing our food, Rosie says. Is it okay to hit ants?
No.
Awesome.
No, not at all. That's bad.
Let's listen
Bad.
to Rosie's mom revealing a secret. That little ant isn't stealing, it's cleaning up. Ants are nature's helpers. They help keep the world clean. Now Amy also feels better. We don't mean any harm, Rosie. Imagine if someone tried to hurt you while you take care of your family. Rosie thinks carefully about Amy. She realizes that she wouldn't like it if someone did that to her. Would you guys like it if someone tried to destroy your home, kids?
No.
Exactly.
no.
Rosie thinks, I didn't think of it that way. I guess I wouldn't like it if someone messed up my house. Exactly. How about this? Let's clean up the crumbs so the ants won't feel the need to come inside again. But let them keep this one. They worked so hard for it, Rosie's mom suggests. Just then, Rosie puts the newspaper down and sits down to talk to Amy. I'm sorry, little ant. You can have it. I won't stop you. Amy is so glad that Rosie decided to help her out. Thank you, Rosie. We'll be out of your way in no time. From that day on, Rosie starts being kind to ants and all other little creatures. She realizes her mistakes and even tells her friends about how helpful ants are. Whenever she sees ants outside, she walks carefully, making sure not to step on them. Is it ever okay to step on ants?
No, it's a
No.
living thing. No.
Exactly. We should be careful, shouldn't we? So I'll say bye to Amy.
Bye.
Bye, Amy.
Bye, Amy.
Our
Hi,
next
Amy.
character is waiting for us now. Can we clap 3 times to welcome them? 1, 2, 3. They also have a few hints for us. They say, I have 8 legs and no wings.
Spiders.
Spider. Let's finish what they have to say. I make a home out of silk threads and I can climb walls without falling. Who it is? Who is it?
Spider.
Alright, let's see.
Paper. Spider.
That's right. We have Sita the spider. Sita says, hello, I'm Sita the spider.
Story.
It's nice to meet you. Can we say hello to Sita?
Hello, Sita.
So nice to meet her too, huh? Sita lives on the top of a building. Sita says, I love watching sunsets and Spider-Man movies. Do you guys like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
One morning, Sita is bored. She decides to visit a school. This school is huge with a lot of students. She roams around the halls, walks into classes, and makes webs across the blackboards. That day, Sita finds herself in a really fun class. In this class was a little boy named Ritik. Ritik was a fun-loving kid who loved learning new things every day. His favorite subject was math. What is your favorite subject?
Math.
Really?
Studies.
So cool.
Social studies.
Wow. You know, my
Math.
favorite is science. Okay, that's awesome. So, while Ritik was playing with his friends that day, he felt something crawling on him. It was Sita. Ah, a spider, Ritik screamed. Ritik's friend quickly came to his rescue with a book in hand to hit the spider. Don't move, Ritik. I'll hit the spider. Is it okay to hit spiders?
No.
Sita panicked and ran around. She was so upset that humans are always trying to hurt her. Why do they always want to hurt me? I'm just passing through, she thought. Just then, Ritik's teacher, Miss Kavya, walked in. Miss Kavya stopped them from killing the spider. Stop, boys, it's just a tiny spider. But Miss Kavya, spiders are scary. Miss Kavya revealed a secret to all the kids. Most spiders are harmless and help us by eating mosquitoes and flies. They actually benefit humans by keeping pest populations down. Sita calmed down and was so happy to see Miss Kavya helping her. That's right, I'm a natural pest controller. I didn't mean to scare anyone. We also feel fear, just like you. Humans are always trying to kill us. Ritik thought about it for a second and he asked, what if they bite us though? Aren't you scared of spiders biting you too?
No.
No? Well, I am.
No, ma'am.
Awesome though, that's good. Animals or insects only bite as a defense when they feel threatened. Spiders are nearsighted, so they can't see very far. They often don't notice you until you get too close. You know what nearsighted means? Nearsighted means they can only see things that are really close to them. Ritik felt bad about his actions and apologized to Sita. He realized he wouldn't like it if someone tried to hurt him just because they didn't like how he looked. I'm sorry I tried to harm you. I'll remember you're more helpful than harmful, he said to Sita. Now, Miss Kavya suggested, let's be kind and let it go outside. All the friends got together and helped Sita get onto a book. They carefully let her go outside. Thank you for your kindness, Ritik. I'll stay outside where I belong. Sita was so glad that they showed her kindness and compassion. That day, Ritik learned a very important lesson. Whenever he got the chance, he also taught his friends to be kind to spiders and never hurt them. He started saying to everyone that spiders are scared of humans, so we must try not to hurt them and get out of their way. They also have an important role to play. His friends were so surprised that spiders played such an important role. They started being kind to spiders too. Clap 3 times again. 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys. This little creature also has a little introduction. They say, I have a hard, shiny shell to protect me.
Beetle.
Wow, you guys know so well. Okay.
Beetle. Beetle.
Alright. Let's check.
Snail. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, what's up?
Beetle. Beetle.
I don't think
Beetle.
I think it's a snake.
Yeah, some of my kind can glow in the dark. Maybe snakes can glow in the dark. Think about it.
Beetle. Because fireflies are beetles.
Okay, let's go check, okay?
Fireflies are also beetles. Fireflies.
Oh my god, you guys were right. We have Bijli the beetle. Bijli says, Hi, I'm Bijli the beetle. Nice to meet you. Can we say hey to Bijli?
Hi, Bijli.
Bijli lives in her burrow at the park. She loves living around. Okay. She loves living around fresh, colorful flowers and leaves. Bijli also has a fact for us. Did you know there are over 3 large species of beetle in the world? 3 lakh. Can you even imagine?
No.
Bijli also says, blue is my favorite color. I love watching the sky. Blue is such a pretty color, no? Okay. One morning, Bijli was doing her usual work of cleaning the park. But she saw something dangerous. A little girl named Tanya had been playing in the park and she had seen Bijli. She wanted to squash Bijli by stomping on her. Do you think that's okay? Should we stomp on beetles?
No.
Exactly. Ew, gross, a bug. Why does everyone want to squash me? Bijli was so scared. She ran in fear. Meanwhile, Shreya auntie had been working on her laptop in the park. She saw Tanya about to squash Bijli. She rushed to stop her. Wait, Tanya, why do you want to harm it? She asked. Tanya casually said, It's just a bug, Auntie Shreya. They're everywhere. Shreya auntie revealed a secret to Tanya. Beetles play an important role. They clean up dead leaves and waste. They're nature's recyclers. Bijli also perked up and said, That's right. Without me, the park would be a mess. Plus, I'm just trying to go about my day. Shreya auntie looked at Tanya and asked her, Would you like it if someone stepped on you just because they didn't like how you looked? Tanya really thought about it and realized her mistake. She felt really bad that she tried to harm Bijli. I wouldn't like it. I'm sorry, little beetle. Bijli was full of joy that Tanya decided to be kind to her. She said to Tanya, That's all right. Thank you for sparing my life. We can be friends now. And ever since then, Bijli and Tanya became besties. Whenever Tanya went to the park, she found Bijli and picked her up. They played on the swings together and had loads of fun. Tanya also thought about the important role of beetles and realized, I guess beetles aren't so bad. They actually do important work. She started sharing what she learned about little creatures to all her friends. They found what she said to be so interesting, and they started being kind and compassionate to little creatures like Bijli too. Our next character is waiting for us, and we say bye to Bijli.
Bye, Bijli. Bye, Bijli. Bye, Bijli.
Cool. Now let's say,
Bye, Bijli.
let's clap 3 times to welcome our next character, alright? 1, 2, 3.
Earthworm. Earthworm. Earthworm.
That's right. We have
Earthworm.
Wally the earthworm. Wally says, hello kids, I'm Wally the earthworm. Nice to meet you. Can we say hello to Wally?
Hello, Wally.
Nice. Wally
Hello,
loves,
Hello, Wally.
Wally loves to nap in his cozy tunnels in the evenings. Do you guys like taking naps in the evening?
Yes. Yes. Ma'am.
Me too, guys.
Yes.
Me too. Wally is so proud of the work he does. Did you know I can dig up to 6.5 feet deep of soil? He says. That's taller than me, 6.5 feet. So big. One day, when Wally was digging in the park like he does every day, he heard a loud voice say something very hurtful. A little boy who's walking says, Yuck! Look at that slimy thing. Wally felt so bad that someone would say such a thing. He wriggled nervously and shivered. Why do humans always think I'm gross? I'm just trying to get back to the soil. Just then, the little boy's father stops him. John, don't be so quick to judge. Earthworms are very important. John asks, how? He can't even imagine how such a slimy, gross creature could have any use. John's father reveals a secret. They make the soil soft and fertile. Without them, plants wouldn't grow as well. That's right, I'm the gardener's best friend, and I help keep the soil healthy. Just because something isn't pretty doesn't mean it's not important. Every creature, no matter how small, has a role to play in our ecosystem. John is so surprised to hear all this. I didn't know that. He takes a second to think about how important they are. John realizes his mistake and sits down to talk to Wally. I'm sorry for thinking you're gross. You're doing a great job. Wally is so happy to hear John be so kind to him. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Remember, if you ever see me out of the soil again, just give me a little nudge back to safety. From that day on, John starts helping worms. One day, he sees an earthworm on the road and helps it get back to the soil. You're so kind, John. Thank you. You're welcome, little worm. John is so glad to show compassion to little creatures like Wally, knowing they were doing important work underground. Can we all say bye to Wally now?
Bye, Wally. Bye, Wally.
Next, we have Bella the butterfly and Harit the grasshopper.
Bella and Harit are playing tag in the garden. Do you guys like to play tag?
Yes.
Bella yells, catch me if you can, Harit. You're so fast, Bella, but I'll get you next time. Just then, the kids come into the garden to play. Rosie, Ritik, John, and Tanya come to play. They're so excited to play after a long day at school and doing their homework. They spot Bella and Harith and are so impressed by them. Wow, look, a butterfly!
And the grasshopper. So they were excited to play with these animals. They were so impressed that they started talking to these animals. Bella says, "Hello there. My name is Bella the butterfly. I can taste food with my feet." That's right. How do you all taste food? Do you all taste food with your hands?
Mouth.
Mouth? Are you sure? It's the mouth.
Tongue.
Are you sure it's the tongue? I think I taste with my hair. What about others? How do you think you taste with food with your, which part of your body you taste food with?
Tongue.
That's right. We taste with our tongue. Butterflies taste food with their feet. And Harith says, "Hello, I'm Harith the grasshopper. I can leap up to 20 times my body length." And all these kids were so impressed after listening to this. They says, "You're so cool, Harith." And the boy says, "You're so beautiful, Bella." And the kids were so happy to meet these two animals. But Harith says, "Thank you, but may I ask you something? Why do you love Bella and me, but fear others like Amy the ant, Sita the spider, Bitchley the beetle, and Wally the earthworm? I heard that you have said very hurtful things to all of them." And all of the kids started feeling sad, and they admitted that they are not as pretty as you. Yeah, we used to think that they're very ugly. Just then Bella says, "All have feelings. We all feel pain when hurt and joy when we save, just like you." Yeah, which Harith says, "Every creature, no matter how big or small or different, has a role to play, and we all want to live just like you do." So after hearing this, all the kids became very sad. They said, "We're sorry. We should have thought about that. I did feel bad after trying to hurt her. We will keep this in mind." And Tanya says, "We'll be kinder from now on. We will respect all little creatures." And from that day onwards, they followed these lines. They said, "The world is better when we all care for each other. Remember, every creature has its own story and purpose. We must embrace the beauty of diversity." Now, from that day onwards, Rosie, Ritik, John, and Tanya became the ambassadors of kindness. They would all go to their friends and talk about their encounters with these special little creatures. They would talk about how the Amy the ant and her colony are such hard-working creatures. They would talk about the important role Wally the earthworm plays. They would also talk about how Sita the spider is helping you all. And sometimes Tanya would even go out and play on the swing with Bitchley, and they started spreading the message to all of their classmates and everyone in the colony. Now, ever since then, all of the kids in the colony and the school learned the importance of respecting the little creatures, and they became kind and compassionate, and they all became animal ambassadors. And ever since then, all was well. And we have come to the end of the story.
Oh, it's time for the quiz. Alright. How much weight can an ant lift compared to its body weight? Any guesses? Is it
50 times.
50? Okay. Let's check the answer.
50 times. Yes.
Let's see if you guys are right. Okay.
50 times.
Wow, it's 50 times. Can you imagine lifting 50 times your body weight? That's so heavy, isn't it?
Yes.
Next question. You guys excited? Okay. So we'll see the answer. How do spiders help humans in the environment? They do eat mosquitoes and flies. Isn't that so helpful? Can you imagine what we would do if there were no spiders to eat pests? We'd be surrounded with mosquitoes. What?
Spiders can eat them by trapping in their web.
Yes, you're right. Can we all clap? That was awesome. What role do beetles play in the nature?
They clean up dead leaves and waste.
Looks like they do clean up dead leaves and waste.
What role do earthworms play in the soil? Do they help
help
plants
plants
grow?
Help plants grow.
Do they? You sure? What if they eat other worms?
They produce honey.
They help grow plants.
No, they produce honey.
Oh my god, they help plants grow. Who guessed it right? Alright, next question. How deep can an earthworm dig into the soil? 3 feet?
6.5 feet. 6.5 feet. 6.5 feet. 6.
That's right. They can dig up to 6.5 feet deep. Wow.
What unique ability do butterflies have?
They taste
with their feet.
They taste with their feet. Are you sure? Did you read it right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's check the answer then. They do taste food with their feet. And now we have the next question, which says, how far can a grasshopper jump? Is it 15 times, 10 times, or 20 times?
20 times.
20 times? Are you
20 times. 20 times.
Are you sure? Let me ask you again. Are you sure that it's 20 times?
Yes, ma'am. 20
You are right. It's 20 times their body length. Since we all agree that we must not hurt little creatures, shall we all take a pledge together? Now I want you to unmute and repeat after me, okay? I pledge
I pledge
to respect
to
every little creature.
every creature.
Now, I want you all to remember this and always follow this, okay? Now, this is a video of Vasanti ma'am. She captured it when she was on a walk. This is how a real beetle looks like. They're so tiny. Do you think hurting them is good?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
And this actually is a snail. Vasanti ma'am's husband actually saw this snail on his way, but unfortunately this snail lost his shell. So they picked him up and then just put him across the leaves where nobody would harm that little creature. Now with that, we have come to the end of our session. Now before we proceed to the end, I have one question for you all. Did you all like the story?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What is the important lesson that you learned in the story? That we should
Don't harm. Don't animals. Don't harm creatures.
yes, not hurt little creatures. Post-session activity. We will give you 3 situations. For example, an ant has fallen in the water, or an earthworm is on the road where traffic can come. Any of these 3 situations. So what you would have to do is you would have to answer those questions by drawing. You have to draw how you would help these animals and send that picture to us. And then write 2 lines of how you're saving this creature.